Hello and welcome. So today we have the Barbie talking townhouse, or we will explain some more stuff about this. And so should we have a look inside? Well, on the outside it does look okay with this because that bed does make it look a bit like a window there, which I think looks quite nice. On the back, well, not so much, but at the same time there's still a pretty window here, and the front looks reasonable enough. So should we have a look inside? Here we are. Got this here. So this just folds down easily. You don't need to do both of them at once, which is what I thought before. So that's quite easy to play up with. Now this just folds down quite easily, and then you've also got this bit on the bottom which you need to make sure you fold down, or it might not be able to support the weight. So we've got this here. We've also got these blue chairs. These stools do look really nice, and I feel like they do really add the breakfast bar feel. So we've also got some plates, and we have the cups. So if you buy one, it might not have all this stuff, but you can always buy it separately. You can normally get these for around £20 for the set, depending on how much delivery costs are, because if you get it shipped off from another country, then it can add up with the postage. So here are some pieces of cutlery. I don't think the cutlery is completely complete. It's just got 3 pieces, so 2 spoons and a knife. But it's still enough for it to look good, and it's still got plenty of detail. Now here are some trays. They don't quite fit the plates, but then you can put cups and cutlery on them. These are also useful for storage. And hello, cat. You gonna look at the camera? Were you a camera star? Yes. Here you are. What do you think of the talking townhouse? Do you like it? No. But, so, there are 4 of them, and it's quite useful because, can you see this here? Although it is quite hard to open because of this bit here, but there are 4 shelves, and you can, if you want to, you could put stuff in there, and then put the trays in. And I think that's quite handy. But normally I keep the oven open because it's so hard to open again. But here we are. So there's a dishwasher here, and it has this rack, so you could always put your stuff in it. So that fits cutlery perfectly. Or maybe not perfectly with my nimble fingers, but so you can just put that in there, then you have a perfect dishwasher set, and so that slides in nicely into there. So that opens and closes quite easily because it's not stuck on a corner like that one. There's also a pan here. And so upstairs we have this bed here, which does feel a little bit loose, and if you look even more close up, you can see that there are those sliding bits here. Right, so now we've also got a lamp here. I think it's meant to be slightly tilted. I feel like that really does add to the finish. And here we also have a shelf. This looks quite stylish as well, and it has the same colour as the bed. So then we have a comb here, and then we also have a hairdryer. Now here's a bin, and then we also, so mine did not come with the bedding, which is why I've just got some old bedding from another bed which I had. and I'm just putting that on, which still does the job. You can probably imitate the pink cushion that's meant to go on there and the quite tropical bedding. You can always look up how it looked when it was for sale online, because I'm sure that there'll be a lot of images. Well, I found a load. Now, so downstairs again, we've got this sofa here. So it's got quite a nice daisy pattern which sticks out and feels quite nice. And it also bends backwards. But I'm not sure how useful this is, because with the Sweet Roses bedding for the Dream Magical Mansion, which was released in the 1990s, they had a sofa set where you could actually fold it out, but it would make a proper bed. This folds backwards, and you can only fit a squashed up Chelsea on here, so I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. Unless you have a Chelsea over to stay, then it's not much use, that feature. With these chairs, I would definitely recommend using a Barbie that has bendy legs, or some sort of doll that stays very upright, because if you've got one that does not have bendy legs, then it is quite hard for them to stay on unless you put them right up against here. And I'm surprised they did that, because most of the dolls didn't have bendy legs at the time. But so we've also got this area here. Now, I'm going to say a bit about this. Now, can you see that this is obviously the classic thing? You can fold that up, and then for some reason there's a weird keyboard here. I don't know how keyboardy it looks to you, but yeah. So I don't really know why that's there if it's got no screen. But anyway, so I must have gotten my glasses still stuck up. But oh yes, you can unscrew it, but never put anything on top of there, because I made that mistake. Now, so this is meant to be a talking townhouse, which was released in 2002. So I looked up the instructions. So again, give a good review. Now anyway, so here we have this, and so I looked up the instructions online, and it said the batteries go in here, and it's got all the stuff that you need. It's got the card, which should have a sticker here, and it's got all the different slots, like the oven, and also you can do the shower, and it's got all meant to have all the stuff, and it's got the lights as well, if you can see that glowing light thing there. And so it's got all the stuff. Then I thought, where's the black switch and where's the screw to get into there? And then I realised it's not there. So now I'm stuck with what's called the 2006 Forever Barbie Townhouse, which is just like the talking townhouse but doesn't talk, which in my opinion is not amazing. What I suspect is that this could have been one that's meant to look like it, but then it is a fake one or something, or a cheaper budget version, but I don't know. Mattel probably weren't thinking there. But anyway, so more about the design. It is quite a sleek design, and compared to what normal Barbie houses look like, this is quite unique, because you don't normally get one that has other colours like pastels. You normally get bright, furious colours that are very girly. Then with this one, it's kind of toned down the colours a little, and it's got colours like a mint green, and it's got blue, and it's got purple, and so yes, it is very much quite a unique design. So more on other things that you can do, I have some innovative ideas. So we've got the bedding here, And if I move the bed in, we've got the bed. Then under the bed is a load of flooring space. And so you could do anything with it. You could potentially add in a toilet there, but I'm not sure how toilets work with no plumbing attachment. You can put it there, but it doesn't really fit very well into that space. So if you had the 2005 folding Barbie folding Barbie house, this is a greyish colour. It should have a bathroom which has a toilet and a shower, and it has a kitchen, and it also has a window area, which I didn't quite get. And I don't know why they left out the toilet here and yet they bothered to put in a sink, because the sink doesn't really interact apart from shaky about a bit being loose. But, so you've got all this space, and with the stuff that you've got, yours may not have come with a hairdryer or comb, but you might have some of these around. Like often Barbie sets, if you've got like a Barbie doll or something, might come with some accessories. But what you can do, you can always make this into a sort of hair salon, or you could use this space for some kind of version of yoga if you have a bendable Barbie. Because if you have one of the ones with the rubber or plastic straight legs, it probably won't work as well. But you can come up with your own ideas, and if you have any good ideas for other people, you can always put them in the comments. Because, of course, I'm sure a lot of people would like to hear some ideas. So, back down here, and with a hairdresser, with a bed still here, it does fit in quite well into this space here. And so if you're making one, just, if you want some hair, then, and you want it to be a hairdresser's, I wouldn't recommend cutting off your Barbie's hair. I've already had this experience before, and it does not make the value of your Barbie go up. It makes your Barbie's value go down. You can always steal your mum's wig and just shave that off. Or you can just cut off your own hair, but I'm sure nobody will be happy with that either. And probably not you either. I mean, so this is basically one that would have been bought brand new. So this is a brand new one. And of course, so you could see all that design. And there's the upstairs. And if you could see there, there's that black switch. So always look out for that. Always. You don't want to make the same mistake as me. And as you can see, there's still that colouring on that sink. And yeah. So I guess it wasn't too bad how my experience was. And I guess I was lucky. So there is like the pink pillow, of course, and I guess you could easily make a replica of that if you don't have one. Most people don't actually know what furniture goes with it, because a lot of people just have it from their children when they outgrew this. But at the same time, it's sort of a thing that you might want to keep as a collector's item. I know so many adults who own one of these and don't want to give it away, because it is quite an iconic piece, and although at the end of the day it is plastic, it's probably the best, or one of the best, Barbie houses ever made. So yes, hope that maybe you've learnt something from this video, or have been enjoying with it. And of course, bye, have fun.